Welcome. We're just getting started. So for breathwork this evening, you are welcome to be lying down. We're going to do something with the nostrils, but you don't need to use your right hand for it. So you're just going to sense it, but we're going to do different ways of the nostrils and sensing different parts of the body tonight. So to get started, just begin as we always do, lying on your back. Or if you want to sit, you can sit comfortably and some time to get grounded in your body, right? To fully arrive. If it's possible to dim your lights, dim your lights. If you have an eye pillow, you might use the eye pillow now or have it close by for Nidra if you want to hold off. Make sure you have a blanket in case you're feeling a little chilly or if your body cools down. And then most ideal, but not always possible, a nice quiet space free of distraction. And not always possible, so distractions there are, you might just welcome them. If you haven't already, go ahead, rest your eyes. Soften the eyes. And begin to move your eyes inward. And as you move your eyes inward, simply sense what happens to your forehead, your temples, your cheekbones, and the space between your ears. It's possible to breathe through the nose, begin to sense the breath through the nostrils, allowing breath to be natural, which in this moment may or may not be so restful, but natural, just breathing without effort, observing the breath. And through the breath, just kind of getting a sense of what's going on internally with your body, the internal landscape. And notice what you're feeling in the body. Perhaps there's a sense of being a little tired or a little sluggish. Maybe you're sensing the opposite, this feeling of rushing, little stimulation. You might notice any sensations of heaviness in the body. And or any parts of the body that might be moving a bit, like twitching, your fingers, your toes, your eyes. And then notice what else you sense as you turn inward, breath drawing you within so that you can scan this internal landscape of the body, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Take a moment to check in with the physical comfort of your body. Be sure that you feel like you are lying down or sitting comfortably. Back of the body has support. Back of the head, skull. Feeling warm enough, just warm enough. When the body finds comfort, or when we create comfort for the body, It's a signal for the body to relax, to rest. If you haven't already, you might sense a moment of fully arriving, being present, aware of the breath and aware of your body breathing the breath. Allowing breath to remain natural, effortless. Bring your attention to your right nostril and simply sense breathing from the right nostril. Allowing the right nostril to feel a little more dominant than the left. Just through your awareness, sensing right side of the nose, breathing the breath. Continue to feel for the right side of the nose, breathing the breath. As you also begin to sense the right lung, breathing the breath. So right lung, breathing the breath through the right side of the nose. Sense the breath in the right nostril, right side lung. And then bring your attention to your left nostril. Bringing attention to the left nostril, begin to feel the left side of the nose breathing a little more than the right. Left side of the nose, becoming the dominant nostril with the breath. And as you sense the left side of the nose, breathing the breath, begin to feel for breathing into your left lung. Left lung. Left side of the nose, breathing the breath as you breathe into the left lung, or in and out of the left lung. And then bring your attention to both sides of the nose, both nostrils. Now breathing the breath more evenly, right and left side of the nose. Sensing an equal flow or stream of breath through the nostrils. And as you breathe more evenly through both sides of the nose, begin to feel for breathing more specifically through the nostrils into the very lower lobes of your lungs, so the base of the lungs. If it helps, of course, you can slow the breath down, or you might also find it naturally beginning to slow down as you breathe and sense the breath through both sides of the nose, lower lobes of the lungs, base of the lungs, breathing. Continue to breathe evenly through both sides of the nose, now beginning to sense the breath in the back of your lungs, back of the lungs. Breathing evenly, both sides of the nose, back of the lungs, breathing the breath. Continue breathing both sides of the nose. Begin to sense the breath in the front of your lungs, front side of the lungs. Now breathing the breath. And finally, sensing breath through both sides of the nose as you feel for breathing fully into the lungs. Both sides of the lungs, base of the lungs, front, back of the lungs, and even the upper lungs. Breathing fully into the lungs as you sense the breath through both sides of your nose, breathing evenly. And as you feel ready, from the belly, take a slow, deep breath. Fill your lungs fully. Pause at the top of the inhale. And you can open the mouth and let go of the exhale. Notice the natural breath that follows the next few cycles. And then let's do another round. First one's the warm up. Second one, nice deep breath in through the nose, filling, stretching your lungs a little more fully. Time to pause at the top of the inhale. If you have room to sip in a little more, go for it. Open the mouth and let it all go. Follow with another natural flow of breath, a few rounds. And then one more round. And this last round, maybe you let it go through the mouth, or you purse your lips, or you exhale through the nose, whatever feels best for you. As you're ready, both sides of the nose, breathing in, stretch the belly, your lungs. Pause at the top. Sip in a little more if you can. And then let it go. Natural breath in. Let it go. A few more natural cycles of breath. We have now primed not just your lungs and the respiratory muscles, but also your brain and the neurological connection of brain to the lungs, to the breath. So for this last practice, we're going to breathe in for a count of 5. We're going to hold the breath in gently for a count of 7, and then we're going to exhale for a count of 8. I'll start us off. If my count is too slow or too fast, you are more than welcome to follow your own count. If you become breathless at any point in time or you feel short of the breath, let go of the counting, let go of the technique, let natural breath return, and then maybe give it another try as you feel ready. What you might sense as you do this practice is breathing evenly through both sides of the nose, into the fullness of your lungs. So both lungs, front, back, sides, filling the lungs fully, and then holding the breath in fully and sensing that fullness of the breath. And then just sort of like slowing down your exhale so you empty out in an even, steady flow rather than emptying out all at the beginning or all at the end. Let the practice be focused on sort of slowly opening the valve to release the breath evenly and smoothly over the steady course of the exhale. And that's just practice. Okay, so it's just what we're kind of working towards, something to focus on with the breath, the exhalation in particular. To begin, just take a deep breath and let it go. And then breathing evenly, both sides of the nose. Inhale to a count of 5. Hold the breath in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 5. Hold the inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 5. Hold the inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another 3 rounds on your own. When you finish your last round, let go of the technique, let go of the counting, and then just notice what you feel, what you sense, and perhaps scan one more time the internal landscape of the body and the rhythms, sensations, body and mind, and just notice any shift. The curious mind, noticing any shift, if there's one at all. And then prepare yourself to transition to Yoga Nidra. Right? If you want to change your position, if you're seated and you want to lie down, if you want to grab another blanket, maybe a couple extra pillows. So getting settled physically, maybe you realize the lights are still on or there's a bright light in your eye. You want to turn it off. Go ahead. Now's a good time. Time to grab your eye pillow or place a piece of clothing over the eyes. And then when you have made the transition physically and in your environment, do so energetically with a nice deep breath in through the nose, from the belly, and exhale, letting go out through the mouth, nose, or lips. Arriving again. Right. Resting, allowing yourself to rest now in stillness without any effort at all, even letting go of the effort to breathe. Notice what you feel as you begin to shift from breath work into deeper stillness. Perhaps sensing a very quiet, very subtle inner shift, especially as you let go of all effort, including the effort to breathe. This time of the year, of course, it's the week Thanksgiving, season of gratitude. Weather becomes a little cooler. Right, the sun, the light begins to soften, and much of the earth, much of nature begins to turn inward. We are invited to do the same. Not always in our everyday life. I realize it's not always possible. But during these moments, this next 30 minutes, it's entirely possible. Notice what that feels like to have this opportunity to move inward, to allow for stillness, and to give yourself the gift of doing nothing other than to receive. Gathering in what truly nourishes you, your spirit, your rhythm, while also connecting or reconnecting to what truly matters. A season of gratitude allows us the opportunity to reflect upon that for which we are grateful and to literally cultivate a gratitude, a thankful state of mind, simply by honoring the small, steady gifts that support us and that we receive, including this gift of stillness. Feel your body settling, body softening. Allow gratitude to open the door of deep rest that is here for you. Sense your body physically being supported by the surface below you, the ground, your bed, couch. And then you might even sense the earth, right? Literally the earth holding your body, the gravitational pull, allowing the back of the body to feel connected, grounded. Feel for comfort from pillows, blankets, your eye masks, or even just the comfort of your home, the room you're in, maybe loved ones around you or close by. And then feel for the breath that sustains you, breathing restfully, naturally, in the most effortless way possible. Allow the sensation of breath to move you a little deeper within to the space of the heart chakra, anahata. It's located around the sternum. There's a front, a back to the heart space, the sides. Sense the fullness of the heart space. And as you connect to the heart center, take your time to create your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary lives within the body, honored by the heart space. This is a place within you, real or imagined, where you feel safe, supported, and nourished. Take in all the sensory details of your inner sanctuary. Sights, sounds, aromas, textures. Take in its essence, feeling safe, grounded, supported. And then allow yourself to trust being held in the space of your inner sanctuary throughout the practice. Knowing that you can return at any point in time where you might feel you need a little extra support. As you rest in the essence of your inner sanctuary, begin to feel the heart space just broadening a bit, opening up, expanding, all through your awareness. And as you tune into this bigger space of the heart center, notice what brings you here. Your heart's longing, your intention for being present with yourself. Is there something you might like to receive, to honor, or to embody? For tonight's practice, you can set a affirmation, as we usually do, a statement of truth, a statement of I am, or a little differently, perhaps tonight you would like to make a statement of gratitude. I am thankful for, and you fill in the blank. So whichever you choose, your intention, unique to you, from the heart space. And whatever your statement might be, repeat it to yourself or out loud a few times, at least 3. And then breathe it in and let it go, trusting the practice, trusting oneself. Now take the time to journey through the physical body, this body that sustains us, keeps us going day after day, night after night, all the work that it does for us. And as we move through the body, you might invite a sense of gratitude for your body, the way it carries you, the way it holds you, the way it allows you to experience life. As we move through the body, simply sense each particular part of the body that's mentioned, allowing for a sense of gratitude. Beginning with the right side of the body, sense the breath in the right side of the body. Sensing a feeling of gratitude in the right side of the body. Feel for the palm of your right hand, sensing the feeling of gratitude into the palm of your right hand. The tip of your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky. Back of the hand, and the whole right hand, sensing gratitude. Whole right hand, right wrist, the right forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Right side of the rib cage, right lung, right side of the heart space, right side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between, right hip, and the whole right leg, sensing gratitude, whole right leg, upper thigh, kneecap, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sensing the entire right side of the body, this feeling of gratitude in the entire right side of the body. Begin to shift your attention to the left side of the body. Perhaps first beginning to sense the breath in the left side of the body. And through the breath, a feeling of gratitude showing up in the left side of the body. Sense the palm of your left hand. Gratitude, palm of the left hand. And the tip of the left thumb. Left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky. Back of the left hand, and the whole left hand. Left wrist, left forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space, left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip and the whole left leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Feel for the entire left side of the body, sensing the feeling of gratitude in the entire left side of the body. Feel your attention shifting toward the back of the body. Bringing your attention to the back of the body, begin to sense the breath as you move your awareness to the back of the body. Begin to sense the feeling of gratitude in the back of the body, bottoms of your feet, heels, and the back of your legs, calves, upper back thighs, back of the knees, tip of the tailbone, and center of low back, back of the hips, the entire back side of your spine, back of the rib cage, back of the lungs, back of the heart space. Notice the space between the shoulder blades, outer edges of the shoulder blades, and sense back of the shoulders and the arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, back of the wrists, hands, fingers. Feel for the skin on the back of the neck, base of your skull, back of the head, behind the ears. From the crown of your head to your fingertips, to your toes. Sense the entire back of the body and the feeling of gratitude in the back of the body. Feel your awareness moving to the front of the body, front side of the body. Sense front side of the body, breathing. And through the breath, this feeling of gratitude. Center of your forehead, between your eyebrows, temples, cheekbones, upper jaw, lower jaw, and the space between. Front side of the neck, space between the collarbones, outer edges of your collarbones, front side of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, inner arms, upper inner arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and the palms of your hands. Sense the navel center, space above, space below, deep low belly, front of the hips, and the front side of the legs, thighs, kneecaps, shins, tops of your feet, tips of the toes. From the toes to your fingertips, to the crown of your head, sense the feeling of gratitude in the front side of the body. Feel your awareness expanding, broadening, encompassing all sides of the body as one, front and back of the body, left and right sides of the body, all sides of the body as one. Sensing the internal space within you, space beyond you, all sides of the body as one integrated whole self. And sensing from within, throughout the entire body, this feeling of gratitude carried by the breath as your whole body breathes the breath. In this state of being, allowing for all of your experience in these moments of stillness, these moments of rest. Allow yourself to sense other feelings in the body, other sensations, seemingly opposing sensations, not as a way to choose one over the other or to experience one as better or worse, but to experience the spaciousness held by honoring both. Notice where within the body you feel warmth. Notice the feeling of warmth in your body. You might notice very specific parts of the body where you sense the feeling of warmth. As you sense the feeling of warmth, allow for the sensation of coolness. Notice where within the body you might sense coolness along with the warmth. Allow the feeling of warmth to dissipate. So now sensing coolness, coolness within the body. Perhaps very specific points within the body where you sense coolness. And as you sense the coolness, invite the feeling of warmth to return. The feeling of warmth, the feeling of coolness, both sensations emerging within the spaciousness of your awareness. And then notice where within the body you sense the feeling of being grounded, feeling grounded in your body, perhaps specific parts of the body, regions of the body. Notice where within the body you sense the feeling of being grounded. And as you sense the feeling of being grounded, begin to notice and observe sensations of floating. Notice where you might sense floating, the sensation of floating in the body. Perhaps specific regions, parts of the body, sensing the feeling of floating. As you now begin to let go of the sensation of feeling grounded, focusing solely on the sensation of floating. And then allow the feeling of gratitude to slowly resurface, sensing both feelings, spacious, floating, the feeling of floating, and the feeling of being grounded. Allowing for both, sensing both as you expand your awareness, sensing spaciousness that holds both, feeling of being grounded and floating. And then finally, notice where within the body you sense feelings of resentment or anger, or any other kind of harsh feeling in the body. Might also simply sense where you might feel blocked or stuck. Notice feelings of anger or resentment in the body. And as you sense those feelings, perhaps in particular regions of the body or very specific teeny tiny parts of the body, also begin to observe the feeling of gratitude. Notice where within the body you begin to sense gratitude. And then allow the feeling of gratitude to absorb you, letting go of the feelings of resentment, simply by bringing your attention, your awareness to the sensations of gratitude. Noticing where within the body you sense this feeling of gratitude, very specific regions, specific parts, or maybe there's just a global sense of gratitude. And as you notice what gratitude feels like in your body, allow for the other feelings feelings of resentment, the anger, frustration, or sadness. Allow the other feelings to surface, being held in the feeling of gratitude. Gratitude holding space for all sensations within the body. And then notice and observe the inner landscape of the body, allowing your awareness of this internal space within you to grow wide and to open, capable of holding many sensations in the body, many feelings, emotions, many truths at once. Sense your body breathing the breath. And through the breath, you might now imagine tiny particles of gratitude traveling throughout the entire body with every inhale, spreading with every exhale, just showering your body in appreciation. And as you absorb, take in the essence of this feeling, you might begin to imagine, to visualize the many sources of gratitude in your life. Air, water, and soil that sustains you. Mountains, rivers, and oceans that nourish your spirit. Summer rains that cool the earth. And the winter snow that slows the pace of life. Loved ones who bring warmth and laughter. Loved ones and others who bring you challenge and opportunity to grow. Your favorite foods that nourish your body. Your strength and courage that allows you to live a resilient life. Your own unique being, true self. And this feeling of deep rest and inner peace as you return home, inward, to become present with yourself, true self. Honoring other sources of gratitude that come to mind, that you sense in your body. And a feeling of gratitude for oneself as you now return to your intention, your statement. This feeling of gratitude, reconnect and repeat your intention again at least another 3 times. Feeling it with a feeling of gratitude, sensing it through the breath, seeing it in your mind's eye, and listening to the words of the truth. Whole body has ears. As you feel ready, take a slow, deep breath. Just breathing some breath to your intention. Let it go with the exhale, trusting this process and even more important, oneself and the journey ahead. Take some time to reconnect to your physical body. Feel the ground below you. Feel for blankets, pillows, your eye pillow, other sensations of touch, your fingertips, your toes. Feel for a slow, deep breath. And then when you are ready to let go of this practice of deep rest, trusting that you will take it with you into the remainder of your evening and aspects of it with you into the week ahead, to the Thanksgiving holiday. When you're ready, slow, deep belly breath. Breathe it all in and let it go. Exhale, mouth, nose, or lips, whatever feels good. You might choose to continue resting longer, just taking in this feeling of gratitude, offering gratitude to your body, your breath, this moment of rest, this practice, the holiday ahead, and this season that invites us to slow down and to move inward. If you would like to rest longer, please feel free to do so. If and when you're ready to move on, the Yoga Nidra journey has officially ended. So you can give yourself another slow, deep breath. Maybe a bigger exhale. And then when you're ready, invited movement, your fingertips, your toes. Take a full body stretch or a little stretch. Take another big deep breath, whatever feels good. You might roll off to the side. If you're lucky, go to sleep. Otherwise, please just have a wonderful evening. Safe travels if you're traveling for the holidays. And I'll see you in 1 week. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.